Hello everyone. Apex Legends apparently released yesterday, and I played it a lot. I originally had no intentions of playing this game. I do not play BR games. I don't really have much interest in them at all. And I thought I would play a couple of games of this and then just get on with my day. When I was done with my first play session, I had killed 5 hours on it, and those 5 hours whizzed by. So let's talk some first impressions. I'm not going to go too deep into explaining the entire game, but we'll cover some stuff. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I know we've done a lot of EA-sponsored Anthem videos lately. This is not sponsored. The game had a very smooth launch. The only issue I knew of was people's downloads freezing up when it first became available, and that's it. I hopped in game really quickly and experienced almost no issues, if any issues at all. The game ran really well for me, felt very smooth. So, in case you don't know, Apex Legends is a battle royale game by Respawn. They made Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2. Titanfall, while not the most popular game, has always had pretty satisfying gunplay and movement, and things are not different here. Movement feels pretty good. You can slide, mantle, all of that. However, one big thing is that there is no wall running like in Titanfall, but I think that's okay. And Respawn explains, quote, "Things like wall running and double jumping, they actually really hurt the strategic and learnable aspects of combat, because a player can get anywhere almost immediately. So there's no thought process like, okay, I saw someone run around that building, now I know they're going to be in one of two places. No, with double jumping and wall running, they can be anywhere," end quote. So it sounds like part of it, I'm sure, is lowering the skill ceiling, but part of it is also map design, being able to make a good, non-confusing map, and having some amount of predictability in the game. There are different classes in the game. Characters are called legends, and they're split into recon and damage and support kinds of roles. Each character has a passive ability, a regular ability, and an ultimate ability to use. Right now, you can only queue as a group of 3 into a game of 60 people, so if you're by yourself, you'll be paired with 2 other people. Average game lasted in between, I would say, 17 to 22 minutes. There's a lot of people who really want solo play. I totally understand that, but I have a feeling the game was designed more with team play in mind, just based off the first day. That being said, I suspect a solo mode might be on the horizon with this much desire for one, but I have no idea. The biggest thing to me about this game is that Apex tries hard to remove a good amount of the frustrations of a normal battle royale experience. For example, you can ping things on the map to tell your team where to go or where items are. The ping system itself is huge so that you can communicate way more without actually having to do much. You just hit a button. There's lots of zip lines to get you out of storm-related dangers and across the map. And most importantly is the respawn system. You're playing a BR with your friends. One of you gets killed right off the bat. Any other game, you either have to play without them, so they have to just sit out for a long time, leaving them to do nothing, or you need to quit out and start over. It's not very fun. In Apex, you can grab your teammate's banner from their body after they completely die and bring it to a respawn station to bring them back into the game, although they will have 0 items. The entire process takes a while. It's a few seconds to spawn them, and then 15 seconds before the revived person can play. They will drop in from a ship. Very nice feature that doesn't make respawning feel super overpowered or obnoxious to fight against. Respawn nodes are frequent enough on the map that you'll be able to find one, but spread out enough so that you actually need to make an effort to bring your teammates back. The classes felt pretty unique, but don't feel like they drive the pace of the game. They add just enough flavor that it doesn't feel overpowering on the regular pace of play. Granted, I've only played for 1 day, and so has everybody, so perhaps a meta hasn't really formed yet, but I never really felt cheated by the game in terms of playing against someone of a particular class, or felt like I lost solely because of an ability. The game feels pretty balanced, but again, that's based on 1 day of play, which is typically the best time to play a new game. No one has a clue what they're doing, and everyone's just exploring and learning new things. It's great. I played as the Wraith, the whole time. I really like the portal ultimate that the Wraith has, and my sort of get out of jail free ability, but I never felt like I won because I was a Wraith. They were just extra tools in my kit. Your team composition can be vital to success, but it's not the only thing, although playing with your squad is vital to success. Lone wolves will have a tough time, so stick with your group. No duplicates are allowed in a squad. Grabbing items and loot was pretty simple to comprehend, and I like how the game makes it easy to understand what items are upgrades or not, and what items you can and can't use. Feels like I end up playing the game more as opposed to looking at stat and inventory screens. However, one gripe that I do have is that ammo feels a bit scarce, along with loot drops in general. Running out of ammo is something that happened to me a lot while playing, just because it doesn't feel like there's a lot of it out there. There's not a lot of ammo out there. Also, melee damage being 30 is a bit low. You're never going to use it outside the first minute of gameplay, especially because it pushes people away. Although maybe that's the point, that you don't really use melee that often. I don't know. Then there's the microtransaction side of things. Yay. There is no pay to win as far as I know. Everything is cosmetic. There are 3 currencies: crafting metals, legend tokens, and Apex coins. Metals are used for making cosmetics, specific ones that you want. You get metals from Apex packs, which are loot boxes. Legend tokens are used to unlock new characters or buy store exclusive items, and you earn these through gameplay. And then Apex coins are the premium currency that you spend real money on, which can be used to buy Apex packs or stuff from the store or new characters. There is duplicate protection and bad luck insurance on those loot boxes. Every 30 packs will get you a legendary. You get a pack for leveling up, and an Apex pack costs 100 coins. 100 coins is $1, but the minimum amount of coin you can buy is 1,000 for 10 bucks. Pretty typical, I think, as far as microtransactions go, especially since the game is free. I don't think anything is egregiously awful. Although to buy the store exclusive items with legend tokens, you need a prerequisite item, and this first week requires legendary items in both of the slots. I don't know if all the prerequisite items will be legendary going into the future though. And these store exclusive items, based on the first day of the store, just look like the prerequisite item with a different color on it. I'm not too wild about that, but it's not a complete turnoff. I'm also surprised that loot boxes in general are around, considering the startup of legislation in certain countries outright banning them. I'm pretty sure one country's already completely banned loot boxes in video games, and I really wonder where we're going to be in 5 years with regards to loot boxes, but that's another topic for another day. Overall, the game is just pretty fun. As I said at the beginning of the video, I don't play BRs. I thought PUBG was boring and slow. I'm not a huge fan of building in Fortnite, especially now where everyone can make the Empire State Building in half of a second. And I've never really had any desire to play anything else. I have not played Blackout though, so I am wondering how Blackout players feel about Apex Legends. But those 5 hours I played just disappeared into the ether. I don't know where they went, but I was having a good time. Granted, there were plenty of times where you did go through, those 5+ minute periods of no action, but that's sort of the nature of the genre. The game is free, so you might as well try it out. If you're like me, apprehensive about playing BRs, maybe you're not too interested, I'd say give this one a try with a couple of buddies and see how you like it. I don't know how much I'm going to be keeping up with the game in terms of playing, but so far it seems fun, and I'll probably hop on at least a couple more times and see if the interest sticks. First impressions from me, pretty darn positive. I'm going to play out the rest of this game for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I already have one.
Okay. Oh, is it 2-4? Yeah.
I need a backpack real bad.
Energy armor.
Attention. Supply ship inbound.
Oh, right there.
Oh, yeah, I see. Knocked.
Enemy taken out.
Oh, it's another squad. They're fighting.
Okay. Headshotted. Nice.
God, this was our left.
I need a heal.
Yep. On you, Jarrett. 40.
Reloading.
coming to your left. Coming to your left.
My shields are
Yep.
recharged.
I got your angle.
He's close.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Oh, that's. Come on.
Reloaded.
Oh, what the? Okay.
I forgot what character I was on.
Painless, knocking at the door.
I got a shotgun.
Need to recharge my shields. Supply bin there.
He was here.
I'm just watching the same angle. Watch your left.
If you spot him. Oscar Mike, I'm spotted.
Down that hill.
Oscar Mike, I'm spotted.
Yep. Left.
Someone else.
Oh, over here. Yeah.
Oh, there's boxes.
Relocate here.
He threw a thermite, or what is that?
Yeah.
Danger
I think this is old. Yeah.
Oh, behind the boxes. Yeah, next to the purple.
Just get in the cave.
Nice teams.
Down to target. Frag out.
Coming up on us. Trying to heal.
My shields.
Just give it a gun now, say hello. Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
F word. Get that guy.
Reloaded.
Oh, there's a decoy.
Reloading.
Reloaded.
Hold tight. I got your back.
Yeah, that was the guy that killed me.
Spotted.
Just keep fending him off. I'm almost up.
Reloaded.
Thanks for
I'm making a portal behind you guys.
setting a portal.
Got him.
Reloading. Whole unit.
Is that Insta?
Just giving my
Yeah.
Portal's
Set the
up.
Portal.
rings closing in one. Just a scrape. 1 second.
If you need to get out. That's what I wanted to set up earlier, but I couldn't.
How much time do we have? We have a minute.
Contact with hostile.
Heard that.
I hit him in the head.
Reloaded.
No visual.
It's on my mark.
Contact with
Over there.
hostile.
10 seconds. The ring's close.
Reloading.
Insta, yeah?
Yeah.
Whole unit KIA.
He was just trying to get his buddy up that we knocked down earlier.
Promoted to kill leader.
Shielding up.
We in? Yeah.
Here's your birthday.
Care package.
Jarrett, you need minis?
Oh no, I have some. I didn't know
Give my
this.
shields a recharge.
Okay, what do we got?
Beginning ring countdown.
There was guys west.
Being aimed at.
Or single guy.
I'm being aimed at.
Grenade.
Yep.
Oscar Mike.
Phoenix.
Grenade.
Above us? Above us. Above us. Behind us.
Oscar Mike. Spotted.
Hit him in the head.
Up, I'm getting shot at.
Jarrett and I are rushing.
Help run
Okay.
if you need.
Spotted.
Jarrett, portal
Timing it.
leads downstairs.
Punching its tunnel. Portal placed. Reloading. Getting
Good
shot.
sweep. You're getting hit from
72.
Need a medic. Down to target. Reloading.
You can shot from behind, like way far.
Yeah, start moving.
These guys are dead.
Full squad down.
You're surviving, right?
Reloading. Need to recharge my shields.
Just keep going.
Keep walking.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
I got
This
you.
won't hurt.
Jared, I
Actually,
can
shit,
bring
but
you,
keep backing up. Keep backing up.
I can bring you a
Oh, so-
Phoenix thing.
Alright. I was like, Dado? Dado?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, no,
safe.
no. I didn't want to get stuck in an animation out there.
I have a Phoenix. I'm using it.
Okay.
1 sec.
Some good meds here.
Recharging my shield.
Yeah, full meds. Everything's here. Okay, we are gonna get pushed though.
Where the hell are those guys
You want to
at?
go left? We're up west.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where they're shooting. Oh, north,
real
direct
far.
north.
Spotted.
25, 30.
Ring closing. It's on. Ring's moving. Attention. Delivering care package. Care package coming in.
Oh, Jesus, that's you. Just get inside. Yeah, upstairs.
Just
Got the
drop
whole
down.
squad.
His friend's on him.
Two enemy
This
squads.
is
Yep.
sketchy. This is a zip line up.
Spotted.
come with you, Toes.
I'm not taking that.
Okay, fine. I can portal. You want me to portal?
To where?
Up.
I guess, sure.
YOLO time.
Follow the tunnel. Last squad.
How does that work? You can just run outside the bounds?
Oh, they're airstriking us.
Okay. Portal's up.
Portal's ready.
Just 2 squads left.
Oh, it's us in a squad.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
I see him. Right there.
Check out this area. Traps.
Headshotted.
I downed an enemy.
Dead.
Reload.
Just giving my
Nice.
shields a refill.
On me, on me.
Taken out.
Wonderful day.
Headshotted one guy. No
Last guy.
armor.
Reloading. They've laid traps.
Woo!
I was gonna finisher him! Come on.
Whoop whoop.
Good shot.
We probably had a lot of kills, honestly.
I feel like we did. I feel like I did a lot of damage, but I didn't do a lot of killing.
You are the Apex champions.
21.
Wow.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
That's
Nice
a third of the
job.
lobby.
Yeah. Nice effing job, dude.
That longbow is super good. It does so much damage
Yeah,
for a
dude,
semi.
you can two tap people with it.
Yeah.
I ripped off so much.